Don't leave me hanging. It's go time.
Hey everybody, this is Josh, and welcome back to another spectacular game of StarCraft 2. This one is being played between Liquid HuK. He is the red Protoss on the top side spawn of Metalopolis. It is MLG Metalopolis, actually. And his opponent, once again, is Evil Genius's IdrA, the blue Zerg terror down on the southern spawn, the bottom spawn location. And MLG Metalopolis, the only difference that you really need to know about is close spawning positions are not possible, and as you can tell, they are not at close spawns. So yeah, that's basically the only difference. The only other minor significant difference is you cannot cannon or pylon block the bottom of a ramp fully with just two buildings. You need like 4 or 5 now, I believe, on this MLG version of Metalopolis. The smoke in the back is the same, and everything else is the same. So all the Minx statues and wolf statues and things like that still there. No big deal. They can destroy that stuff. It's all there. But HuK is doing his very quick scouting again after dropping that first pylon. Let's watch his probe do his thing. There he bounces away a drone, and not going to bounce away a drone there because there's not one to bounce away. IdrA's just going to start chewing away at him with his drone claws. Still no spawning pool yet. There it is. As soon as he hits 200 minerals with 15 drones, there goes the pool. He knows that against HuK, he's going to have to delay that hatchery a bit because HuK will just drop a pylon and say LOL and run away. So IdrA just doing the right thing here, getting that spawning pool first. Worked out for him in Game 1 on Crossfire. Let's see how it happens in Game 2 here on Metalopolis. And this is a best-of-3 series being played for MLG Dallas 2011. In the pool play, HuK actually fought his way up through the ranks to make it to the pool play, and he got in a group with Kiwikaki, Zoka, Gretorp, and IdrA, and this is Game 2 of that first series. They played against each other for the pool play to determine who would win the group and who would be last place in the group and have to sort of fight their way through the lower bracket in the championship pool. But if you didn't pay attention to MLG, I'm not even going to try to explain it now. You're just going to have to wait until MLG Columbus for me to do another sort of explanation video. But right now, HuK's probe is looking to be in a little bit of trouble. He is not going to drop a second pylon. It looks like he did drop one and then canceled it. As you can see, his mineral count is sitting at an odd number right now, 4863. That is a result of canceling that pylon. And only getting some of the minerals back, not the full 100. But IdrA does have a drone up in HuK's business right now, just looking at everything, seeing these two gas, seeing the cybernetics core at a very normal timing. So basically he's seeing what he would see if he was facing any Protoss player, not just HuK on this cross-position Metalopolis. What do we have going on here? A little probe trying to run for his life from first two Zerglings of IdrA. May or may not make it. One more little bite will end this probe's life. Oh, he's going to make it. Mineral clicks through the Zealot, gets back home. Oh, but there's a drone! Oh no, shields are regenning though. Oh, he's caught between a drone and Zerglings. Oh my, what can he do? He's going to survive. He'll make it back. No big deal. This first Stalker, or Sentry actually, ooh, he's switching it up, going for that Sentry first, and dropping gateways number 2 and 3 with with IdrA's drone still in his base. I'm going to take IdrA Vision right now and see if he manages to get all the way back over to those 2 gateways before this Sentry can tickle it to death. Probes coming off the line, trying to block it, but IdrA has mineral clicked like a stealthy ninja drone, and he's going to walk right through those probes and see the 2 gateways, and he is still alive. This is a hell of a drone. Quite a lifespan here for this little guy. He is just getting all the information for the American Zerg player that he would ever want. Man, his health might even regen all the way back up to 40. That is a crafty, crafty drone. But now with 2 sentries here and probes to try and do some particle beams. Oh, he gets caught between a billion probes and dies instantly. Quite a nice death for that scouting drone of IdrA. Gateway number 4 coming down. So IdrA actually doesn't know, is this going to be a 3-gate expand out of HuK, or is this going to be a 4-gate, or is this going to be a 5-gate? Okay, it's going to be a 5-gate off of one base, which is improbable and infeasible. Let's see what HuK does with this 5-gate. He's already got a forward pylon dropped near the wolf statues, near the minx statue, I should say, over here by IdrA's natural. But there are a lot of speedlings here. Holy crap, HuK drops some force fields, does manage to kill off one ling, but once these force fields end, what then, HuK? What then? He's got another zealot and 2 sentries coming through the middle of the map, but it looks like he is not going to commit to this. He realizes IdrA actually has a lot of units. Surprise, surprise. And he thinks that this pylon is not a good investment anymore. 2 more speedlings catch up with HuK's units over here. Is he going to turn around and whack them in the face? Yes, he is. Ooh, that is a lot of sentries. That is so many sentries. But now these original 3, these 3 stooges here of HuK drop 1 force field, but I think eventually they are going to die once they run out of energy. Also, IdrA has roaches coming out now, and he does not have a lair started, but he does have 1 gas, and that is enough to produce roaches for quite a while. We'll see what he ends up getting next, aside from a million billion drones. Now this pylon is totally forfeit, but HuK has chosen to expand. He's also dropping gateways okay, he canceled Gateway 4 and 5. Once the pylon was discovered and the sentry sort of given up, he canceled Gateways 4 and 5. Instead, he's rebuilding Gateway... What? He's rebuilding a 4th gateway and a forge. I am just highly confused by what happened there, but Nexus is going to be online here soon. He's got the forge completed. He can start making some lovely cannons to ward away these speedlings. Roaches will take a very long time to get over to HuK's base. Looks like map vision basically belongs to IdrA right now. He's basically got HuK pinned into his base, which is a nice, nice thing to have. He can see exactly when HuK moves out, anything like that. Gateway number 4 should be flipping over. There it goes. And at the forge, we have +1 weapons beginning. IdrA has a couple of lings here, going to watch for a 3rd expansion or HuK moving out. This watchtower ling, very nice for spotting as well. Lair has been started. Gas number 2 has been dropped, although there's nothing mining in it right now, and gas number 3 has been dropped as well as a baneling nest and an evolution chamber. Melee weapons level 1 coming along. That is going to help all of his lings and banelings here do some more damage. Robotics facility coming after 4 gateways, so 4-gate. Actually, it was a 3-gate expand fake out of the caster and the viewers into robotics facility, so it looks like Colossi probably going to be his next choice. Like we saw in Crossfire, this is actually a better map, I think, for PvZ. Just it's a little bit more wide open. HuK is not really concerned about trying to take a 3rd. He can take this one pretty safely at these cross positions. IdrA already has, in fact, taken his 3rd base. Lots of roaches still alive here. Lair's done. Baneling speed getting research instead of tunneling claws and burrow, so he's going to have those roly-poly banelings. Roach ling bling so far for IdrA. 13 drones being created right now. That will put him quite high on the harvester count. He has already had in mineral income. HuK's starting to move around with some stalkers, potentially just looking for some scouting overlords. Would have been a good idea if IdrA actually had some there. Some lings headed in for IdrA. Going to take another look around at HuK's front. What is he going to find? A boatload of sentries and a stalker shooting lasers at them. Poor little Zergling. Used to be right here at spot number 4 in that control group, and now he is gone. HuK finally dropping a pylon down here, going to cut that warp-in/run time for his gateway units by quite a lot. The Xel'Naga Tower has been cleared out, but there's still a decent number of overlords around. IdrA does have overlord speed, so we'll take IdrA vision and see everything that he sees, which right now is not too interesting, just a forge doing some upgrades. Oh, look at this little texture thing. Wow, look at that. Sentries and Stalker shadows. Do you see this? Whoa, that's crazy. What is happening? It's like an invisible spot or something on the texture. All those stalkers and sentries that just walked over here just had their shadows cast on the right side. That is a neat little texture mishap. I wonder if it's like that on every MLG Metalopolis or just mine. Anyway, Robotics Bay coming along. Twilight Council also being thrown up for HuK, so looks like Colossi and Blinkstalkers probably going to be happening again. He's seen some roaches already. May not know about the Baneling Nests yet. Just, oh wow, he took... What just happened there? He took, like, a shot at his own stalker. That was kind of strange. Just a micro mishap. He has not seen the Baneling Nest. I'm not sure if he saw any Banelings at all yet, so he's still gearing up for mass roach defense with the Stalkers, Immortals, Colossi, and things of that nature, but actually, Banelings are coming along, so this could be interesting. A couple of observers in the sky for HuK. I'm surprised he hasn't actually taken them to IdrA's base to see what's going on over there. There's now a Spire coming up as well. What is HuK researching? Blink getting a 3rd base as well. IdrA getting a 4th base, not at the natural. Kind of interesting, up in this right side spawn. This observer is patrolling over here for any sort of drops or mutalisks, but not going to get quite close enough to this hatch just yet to see that creep. I don't know if he ever will, actually. HuK vision. I don't know. Oh, he sees an overlord. Oh, there are 2 overlords loaded up with banelings, so he may have caught just the fringe of that incoming baneling drop. I'm just going to watch these overlords. Take a look at the mini-map, though, and you'll see a large force of lings and banelings coming along as well. Oh, I might have to do some picture-in-picture action here. Let's go ahead and watch this. Let's watch the mass lings bounce in and do nothing. Okay, so I'm watching the overlords on the minimap now. Still haven't actually done anything yet. There is a Colossus here and a lot of force field potential, so now we'll go look at these banelings. Okay, that was horrible, and this one didn't even drop because HuK was waiting for it. But those lings bounced in again, didn't really do a whole lot, so the baneling bomb sort of ineffective. The mass lings sort of ineffective at the 3rd. Not a really good time or resource investment for IdrA so far. HuK back at his base getting extended thermal lances and +2 weapons quite quickly. I like that. IdrA, on the other hand, getting lots more lings, lots more drones. A hive is being constructed. Pathogen glands coming along as well, so infestors should be debuting soon. Look at all these lings. Holy crap. He has 122 Zerglings on the map. And what's back here? Just roaches? Oh, no, we've got more overlords filled with banelings. 4 more overlords filled with banelings. I'm trying not to forget about that overlord up at the top by HuK's natural, but I don't know if it'll ever be used again. IdrA is sending another empty overlord and another one over here just to hold the line, I guess. Make sure that that vision is kept the entire time. Let's switch back to production tab. See a lot of sentries warping in now. Extended thermal lance is about to finish, +2 weapons about to finish. Infestors starting now that pathogen glands are done. Neural parasite researching. We have flyer attacks level 1 coming along. Zerg melee attacks level 2, so those lings and banelings will be doing even more damage. I don't even see that many banelings. They're just tucked up inside those overlords. Look at all these, the sea of Zerglings. This is so weird to watch. I've never seen IdrA make this many lings, like, ever. Especially against Colossi and Sentries, where they can all just be force fielded out and nuked down incredibly fast. Or trapped, force field trapped completely, could happen as well. Greater Spire being researched now. Zerg Flyer attacks level 1 finished right on time. Ground weapons level 3 starting for HuK. Look how this mini-map is just so intriguing to me, seeing this flood of Zerglings. And this Baneling Bomb Overlord still just hanging out. Overseer coming up for IdrA, going to take another look around probably here in a moment. What happened to those Banelings? Did they ever get dropped off and back on the ground? Oh, here they are. They're overhead of the Sea of Lings. What is this? Gravitic boosters being researched right now for HuK. Why? That's warp prism speed, isn't it? Gravitic boosters? Where's that even research at? I'm checking everywhere. Oh, okay, here it is. Yeah, movement speed of observers, okay. Gravitic drive, not gravitic boosters. Gravitic drive is the warp prism speed. Gravitic boosters is the observer speed. Gravitic is a fun word to say. HuK taking the gold base now as his 4th. IdrA taking the natural of the right side spawn as his 5th base. Income, we see 74 harvesters against 69. Actually very, very even. HuK keeping up on the worker count this time, not losing too many units. Let's just look at units lost. 12 against 53 for almost the exact same resource cost. Pretty interesting there. Of course, IdrA is going very, very low tech right now with Mass Speedling and Infestor. Ooh, coming in on this gold base right as it's morphing. He's actually going to be able to kill it off. HuK does cancel it, though. And that is a good thing for HuK because that is a lot of minerals to try and lose. HuK, wow, I just noticed IdrA actually pooling tons and tons of minerals. He is maxed right now. He's got a drop going on in the main with just a bunch of speedlings. This is kind of interesting. It is going to draw away the attention of HuK for a little bit, but all these stalkers have blink, so he can just take care of this and run back down as fast as he needs to try and deal with all the lings. Now at his 3rd base, Colossi and Cannons already here. Lots of sentries for force fields as well. IdrA is trying to use the speed of these lings to draw HuK in separate directions here, but it's not working too well. He did kill a couple of harvesters, but that main is mined out. Now he's trying to kill off all these cannons. He might get a couple of them, and some probes going down very quickly, actually. So HuK is actually taking a lot of economic damage, but he is going to be able to clean out all of these lings with the billion stalkers that he has right now. 34 stalkers blinking around on top of these overlords and lings. So now IdrA suddenly having to remax, but he does have tons and tons of money to be able to do that. He's making broodlords right now. He's making lings, corruptors. He's got all sorts of upgrades coming along. Melee attacks level 3, ground carapace level 2, flyer attacks level 1 actually restarted, so I guess it wasn't perfect timing earlier. Forget what I said. But lots and lots of stalkers here. We have fungal growth going down on the stalkers, trying to slow them down. Of course, they cannot blink while fungal growth. Big fungals coming on everything, doing some damage. Baneling drops onto the fungal units, killing a lot of stalkers, but these colossi are still alive to continue ripping through IdrA. HuK could actually do a ton of damage here. Their army values are about the same. No, HuK's value is actually a little bit higher. All these corruptors should come in here and deal with these colossi, no problemo. The broodlords are falling extremely quickly, though. There's no real good angle to take with them on this map like there was on Crossfire, so the stalkers just kill them off extremely quickly. Ling's coming in here now, trying to kill off all the zealots. Stalkers doing their damage against the corruptors. Lots and lots of supply just going down very quickly. HuK doing a good job cleaning out IdrA. He needs to do some economic damage now, though, after suffering so much damage at his third and trying to keep his gold base alive. No, he's not going to go for the economic damage. He certainly could have stopped one or two of these hatcheries from mining at least. So interesting decision to fall back there. I'm not sure if it was the right one, but we will see how the game continues to unfold here. Already 22.5 minutes in, this game is pretty crazy. HuK's main is essentially mined out. His natural will be done soon. What is he dropping here? 1, 2, 3, 4 more gateways, another robotics facility, and a second forge to get more upgrades churned out. He already has +3 weapons done, though, so now shield and armor going to be coming along for HuK. Speedling still being made by IdrA. You see him pooping out some there from that Overlord, and now a Broodlord morphing back here in the back. Fungal growth on these Stalkers is going to slow their progression here a little bit. More Broodlords in the air, lots of Lings on the ground. Broodlings do benefit from that +3 melee attack that these Lings also benefit from. HuK is resaturated basically already. He's at 58 harvesters, not really building any probes. Well, actually 4 probes at a time, so he is actually staying on top of his economic losses there, trying to get back up quickly. Shield and armor level 1, both researching right now. Broodlords and Lings being made from IdrA all the time. HuK actually taking a supply advantage for the first time in this game, as all those Overlords that died earlier still have not been replenished. 5 Overlords coming out at a time now for IdrA to try and get back where he once was. More Broodlords coming along. This is a lot of Broodlords. He's got 4 already in the air and 5 more morphing. This is probably the best angle he can take, moving into this gold base from behind here. You see the Broodlings sort of floating into position before flying down to the ground there. Good blink up by HuK. He might snag 1 Broodlord, but no, doesn't actually manage to kill them off. All these 5 Broodlords in the back still morphing, while 6 are here at the mineral line of the gold. HuK taking another big economic hit here. You see IdrA jumping ahead there. He spent all of his banked money and is still getting a higher income than HuK right now. This gold base is basically worthless for HuK at this point. More sentries coming in now and a couple more colossi, but no real anti-air coming along. Good fungal there, slows the progression of these sentries and colossi. This is a lot of force fields, guardian shields, and not hallucination. No hallucination research just yet, but still sentries and colossi make a great team. Wow, IdrA could have scored a few more probe kills there and actually chose to bounce back and kill off this Nexus, or at least prevent it from completing, so HuK does cancel it in time. But look at this Broodlord flock right now, this fleet, this gaggle of Broodlords. Holy crap, he's got 11 of them in the air right now, and HuK with no real anti-air to speak of, only making more Colossi right now. Let me tell you a secret, Broodlords beat Colossi every time because they cannot hit the air. 7 more Corruptors coming along as well, so he's going to be able to kill those Colossi even faster and make more Broodlords. No more Lings or Infestors being made right now, which is interesting, and both players are over 190 supply presently. Units lost. IdrA's actually lost a lot more. Hallucination is started right now, just random note there. Colossi still being created. A Nexus is being made once again over here at this left side natural location. IdrA still has quite a lot of minerals to work with here, even though his third is getting slightly low. His natural and main are both mined out, essentially. But he's thriving on these bases. HuK has done no real economic damage. All he's done is defended his bases and sort of done some army damage here against IdrA. A couple of Lings suiciding in there to those Stalkers, but IdrA knows that the Stalkers are so far out of place. He's going to do a drop here in the main, but really there's not a whole lot for these Speedlings to kill. IdrA just using this as a sort of diversion while he moves into better positioning with his massive Broodlords, Lings, and Banelings and Infestors on the ground. Here we go. Oh, look at all of these hallucinated Colossi. There are 4 hallucinated Colossi right there for just a moment. Still 3 of them in the air getting fungled down. All these Lings and Banelings crashing into the Stalkers here on the ground. Broodlords starting to be thinned out very, very quickly by these Blink Stalkers with their +3 weapons. Broodlords have no additional armor, so they are actually all going to go down. There are still a couple of Colossi, 3 hallucinated Colossi in the air, and Broodlord Omega going down there, I should say. The last of the Broodlords finally going down. The Lings did get some damage done, but really 1 Warp Gate is not going to make a huge difference. He can just go over there, or actually essentially ignore that as he starts to push here down the road, actually finally starting to do some economic damage of his own. IdrA did manage to get a gold base up at some point. Sorry I missed that, but he blinks up once again. He's got a lot of sentries, immortal Stalkers, lots of Colossi still standing. 4 Broodlords over here, only a couple of Infestors trapped by those force fields. That's kind of funny to see, actually. They're stuck in these trees and force fields just twitching, but the hatch does go down to these many Colossi, as you would expect. 6 unopposed Colossi can do a lot of damage, it turns out. And all the Lings in the main finally taken out by a couple of Zealots. He just needs to build 1 more pylon there to get all those back powered up again. HuK at a supply disadvantage, once again, but down by 40 supply, but the income also showing that he's way down. 62 Harvesters to only 39 right now. Army value way in IdrA's favor. Those Broodlords, those huge Broodlords being so much value there. Banelings rolling into the 3rd aren't going to be able to hit anything, unfortunately, for IdrA. A couple of Overlords just hanging out in the base. Doesn't really matter at this point. There's no additional tech for HuK and hasn't been for some time. We're now in the 30th minute of this game. The sentries using Hallucinate already to good advantage earlier in this match. I wonder if it will come again. Lots of Corruptors coming now. 7 of them in the air, going to be able to work down these Colossi quite quickly. This is a ton of sentries, and they do have a lot of energy for Force Fields and Guardian Shields, but this is a lot of Broodlords. Holy crap, 10 Broodlords still in the air, a ton of Corruptors to support, kill off those Colossi very quickly. Oh, look at this. Wow, a Void Ray fleet. 6 Void Rays and a fake Colossus leading the charge here. And IdrA to this point has seen no Phoenixes, no Void Rays in the game at all. These Corruptors are focusing down the hallucinated Void Rays first. The Broodlords trying to stay away from the Stalkers. Oh man, these Void Rays are actually causing IdrA to retreat. And wait, the replay's over. Like, it didn't say IdrA left the game. It doesn't say GG. IdrA just left the game. I think he Alt F4'd out of the game when he saw these hallucinated Void Rays and this many Colossi. IdrA's actually up, let's just review, up by 30 supply, has 15 more Harvesters. His army value is actually still higher even during this engagement. If he could have just kept these Broodlords alive, these Void Rays would have timed out and or died, and the Colossi would be powerless, essentially, against these Broodlords as long as he kept them mobile and kept enough Lings on the ground. So IdrA leaves the game prematurely against HuK in this game, too, for the pool play. So it doesn't say HuK left the game. It doesn't say IdrA left the game. If you were just watching this replay, you might not even know who won, but I was actually standing over IdrA's shoulder while he was playing this. I thought the Void Rays were real as well, but I found out just 1 minute later that they were all hallucinated. So IdrA leaves the game. The series is now tied 1-1. Now let's go into Game 3 and see who will actually be the victor in this best-of-3 series.